Coberly, Stephen Coberly. Test, 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 test. Please. Test, 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 test. Okay, cool. So.
You see another one that the ice is like out here, and if it's really loud, you can always turn it down, or you can hit that and it'll mute it. Right? Okay.
Everybody out there, the draws will begin on sheet 2 and 3 at roughly 7:15. So stay tuned. There's some good curling coming up.
Just want to be sure on biome. I'm not expecting too much difference. Yeah. I got stopped a little earlier than usual. Trying to use direct copy. I'll do one.
Welcome, everybody, to the 2024-2025 Men's Championship draw and the Women's Fall Championship draw. We've got a great set of games here on sheet 2 and 3 tonight. The booth, somebody didn't pay their dues, and the booth has been moved from the glass right in front of the ice to the back of the broom closet. So I'm not sure if we are supposed to be looking at the screen behind us or the game in front of us. I suspect if we look at the game in front of us, we will be celebrating things that you have not seen yet. So this will be a work in progress. Our technical advisor out there is a gentleman by the name of Stephen Coberly. It was too cold to go outside today, so he is at home doing sound checks for us and doing all sorts of technical prowess and know-how. With me are Gregory Jesus Dowell. Is it? How do you pronounce your middle name? Is it Jesus or is it Jesus?
It's Jesus because it's a fake middle name. I played Jesus in 5th grade living station, so it just stuck, and then the long hair.
Oh, okay. So you played Jesus and you were Jesus on the ice, too. You were sitting Jesus.
Sitting Jesus.
Right.
Yes.
cross-legged throw sitting Jesus. And we've got Ryan Mickle-Shaw, who I don't know if he's actually going to commentate with us because he's standing there drinking his scotch and coffee or tea. And so
there's one microphone.
Yeah, and this microphone is definitely like a Microsoft, like this is something that comes with your computer with Windows 3.0. So we'll see if the audio is good. But everybody is warming up right now. Gregory, do you want to? Oh shit!
No, I think we have our
The
first.
men's has started. Yeah.
The men's has started. So the teams are as follows. Let's focus on them first. So in the men's fall championship, we do have from the A division, Team Tobkin, Tate, Scott Meyer at Vice, RJ Zimmer. Every player, just like every junior high, has a kid who wears shorts, even the coldest day of the years. RJ is our in-house curler who curls in shorts. Is he in shorts tonight, gentlemen?
Of course he is.
Okay, good. So that's RJ Zimmer at second, and then we've got Eric Bertram, who is a newer curler who is exceptionally good at a very exceptional clip. So this is the A team. I guess one could say, guys, maybe the favorite coming in here against the B team winner who beat in the playdowns an A team to get to the finals. This is unprecedented, but Mike Rane is no B League player, so it comes with a very big asterisk, I would say. So far, it appears, at least in the men's game, they're playing it clean. There's a couple stones in the house.
Yeah, so Eric missed on his first on a hit attempt. He flashed.
Okay.
So Rane is looking to sit 2 without hammer early on.
Okay. So Rane's sitting 2, and you said without.
Correct.
Okay. So Tobkin has hammer in the first end, and Rane's team does not. So we had an early miss. Now I'm just checking, what is our delay, gentlemen? Because I'm still, where should I be looking?
A few seconds. Do not watch live, or we will fuck stuff up for people.
All right, cool. So look at the screen. Okay. So I guess, Gregory, what we're going to have to do is have is this the mouse here? We're going to have a switcher.
Yep.
All right, cool.
I can do that.
So we are on sheet 2 for the men's championship. You will notice in sheet 2 you have 2 very beautiful houses. One could argue the best houses in the entire facility. You've got the house we're playing in now. That is the Ether Vision house. That artwork was made about 5 or 6 years ago. It's a great company. They do digital marketing. They're also the owner is Crypto Degen. So if you want to have any questions about that, I'm sure. So on Rane's team, they were going for the double to sit 2 again, and unfortunately, not only did they jam on the yellow, but it popped their shooter out of the house. So they went from possibly sitting 2 to yellow sitting 1 with hammer and probably about to sit 2 and splitting the house. So early unforced error. I mean, I think the strategy early, guys, is to, like, for me, it's always like, I was gonna swear, but don't F it up early. Don't give up the 3 or 4 ender. Get your nerves out. Make a couple takes. Don't go deep on a draw, which
just happened.
4 through, yeah.
So, gentlemen, there's nerves right now. There's nerves. Let's look at the Coberly update if you guys can be heard. Ryan, why don't you just talk for a second to make sure, because I suspect we're all going to have to, like, be butt cheek to butt cheek here.
Well, it's difficult arrangements here with the computer desk and Gregory sitting in front of it. He might make a great Jesus, but a window he does not. So we're just going to hang here for a minute.
Yeah, we're
the
kind of.
Force is on. The force is back on now.
We're trying to get the technicals right. Maybe what we do is, because Coberly's telling us that like I was close enough, but even where you were here isn't loud enough. So this might be not only butt cheek to butt cheek, but like almost tongue to tongue, guys. So I don't want to.
I'm unmarried and single. I don't have to explain that to anybody, but you two might have some issues there.
Well, Ryan and I have already broken that seal, so we're good. We're
Curling after dark already.
We haven't even been drinking yet. Ryan's got his tea. I have nothing to drink. I'm getting all cotton mouthed here. But there is a game going on, gentlemen, and
we will get to some commentary at some point. Yeah.
Yeah, there is a women's game too. Okay.
Yeah, we'll keep you updated.
All right. The good news is Steven thinks we're funny. He's laughing, but he can't hear us at all, and he said gross. So no more comments like that. Okay, so we're on the right track.
I think I will donate a better mic to the club for this ordeal.
I'm going to chip in with you.
All
You
right.
know what?
Now there are a set of headphones on there. Can you get
Peterson
like
said
two-way-
nothing about that, but
two-way action. I feel like Peterson is not giving us all the information.
he's probably not.
to run a proper broadcast.
He's sabotaging us. Is that what you're saying?
I really feel so. It's some antiquated ways here, but looks like we got a Tate coming down. Control is 1. Have a shot here for 2.
All right, so it looks like control weight. Yeah, so Tate. All right, so Tate's sitting 1. So it's a clean end so far. It looks like no big ends, and that's kind of what you want to do for the first end. So if I didn't fully list the teams, we'll just get started, and then we're going to try and figure out how to best commentate this, literally looking one way and having to look at the screen too. We got Tate at skip, who has been in the club for a long time, probably one of the better curlers in the club, has always had a team that's been super competitive in these. He's probably been in the playdowns a bunch of years, but I believe this is Tate's first, as a skip anyway, this may be his first final. And if it's not, maybe he was with a Vice or a second. I'm sure he's been in the finals before, but as a skip, this may be his first. He's got a very seasoned club champion at Vice right now with the David Geek team, which would be Scott Meyer, which is a great pickup. And then RJ, in my opinion, one of the better sweepers in the club. And like I said, he wears shorts. And then one of the newer, better curlers by far, Eric Bertram. The other team, again, we've got Mike Rane, who's been curling since in the early days where they would go to Bonspiels. If you ever see him in the club, ask him his stories from when they were teens and the type of adults who drove them around to go to these Bonspiels. Pretty crazy. And then he's got an old friend, Mike Blazer, 2 exceptional curlers there who last year got bumped down to the B League, but then won the B League and then beat in a very good game. I talked to Ryan about it, our beloved ice maker, and he said he wasn't disappointed at all because it was such a good game and everybody on both sides made their shots. And then we've got Andrew Charon at second, but he could not be here, so Matt Sherry is subbing for him. And then at lead, we got Eric Morell. So now that I've gone through the teams, Gregory, at some point, maybe in the next end, we'll go to the women and we'll give them a full intro end, and then we'll flip back and forth.
Yeah, we don't want to short shrift either sheet tonight. Going to be 2 very competitive games. It looks like the women have a much more interesting house right now, but we'll wait till the men finish here and then jump over to maybe catch skip stones on the women's.
Oh yeah, we might want to flip over sooner than later.
It looks like, I don't know if that's a biter there, but Tate's probably now going to go for the blank, right?
Yeah, Tate's going to go for the blank. So if we can, let's just go over to the women and let's get the...
But it works now that we're back on sheet 2.
So we're having guys on when we cross over to the women. Apparently, the audio for some reason cut out on us. So we're gonna ask Peterson why.
So once you switch sheets is when you lost it.
Yes.
Yeah, when we switched to the women's sheet, apparently their volume went up.
So it looks like this is a biter, but so he's still playing for the blank.
So Tate's just going to try and hit that. Maybe it's close enough where he doesn't want the biter bar to find out that he loses one. It seems like a smart play. He is on the outside, so Tate blanks the end. Great first end from the A team, probably the favorite, and the retain hammer on team Tobkin.
Right, so you're going to lose this.
Test, 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 test. I think we are live. Coberly, we now have the women's sheet. Can you hear us? I believe you can because I see meters. I think we're good. Thanks, dude. Steven, where are you? You haven't texted in the last 30 seconds? Okay, so let's catch up with the women. I feel like I just should turn my whole chair around. I'm like halfway between two different places. So is Yapel red or yellow? Okay. We will solve all of these. So he can't hear us because Coberly did say yay. Thanks, Stephen. And Stephen Coberly is being mentioned. He is being mentioned on the TV. YouTube. What's up, Gooch? Good to see you, man. That's good. We're trying to get all this equipment. We're on the air. You want to say something? We have one of my childhood best friends, Adam Getch, just came into the club, and he's going to grab us some drinks because I'm getting kind of thirsty. Tequila would be delicious. Thank you. Yeah, seltzer.
I'll just do a cold time.
Yeah. Thanks, Gooch. All right. So we've got, I promise by the first end we will have all this lined up. So we've got Yapel in the hack. I believe this is final stone, Gregory, and I assume
Looks like she's trying to hit the yellow.
Just
push it
softly.
through out there. Yeah, this is McGregor has hammer here, so it looks like she's gonna have a draw for two here.
She's okay.
oh wow. So it looks like she's sitting 1. That was pretty unlucky because it wasn't frozen, but it was pretty laced in there.
Looks like she's
She's 1-2 for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. And yellow, okay. So, and Yapel did not have hammer. I promise now that all these technical difficulties, we now
double for 2
have command of this game. So double for 2. Where would you hit this, Gregory? Would you hit that outer stone, just like an eighth of the outer stone, and just pop them both?
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely.
So we've got Leslie McGregor, who is a very good doubles adversary and great human being, is going for the double with a little skinny in-off to hit both. It is, I would say, even in club curling, Leslie's obviously way better than a club curler, but this is very makeable.
Yeah, and she's only got to push him to the 12-foot, so, you know.
Yeah, I mean, she's got to, for all intents and purposes, get rid of him, get him to the 12-foot. But even if she hits like a thick third, she should still be able to get both.
The stone's coming, sorry.
The stone is on the way. Yeah, do not switch for sure. There it comes, and oh! Great shot by Leslie McGregor. McGregor in the first end draws first blood, up 2-0. Great shot, Leslie. Now let's switch over to the men and the beautiful sheet. So we've got Mike Rane in the house. Again, he's been curling for, let's put it this way, however old he is, subtract like 12 years, and that's how long he's been curling.
What presidential administration would you say?
Yeah, Hoover or Buchanan. Just kidding, Mike. Mike is definitely one of the better curlers in the club and has been for a long time. Great dude and fun to broomstack with too. So
again, early Reds sitting pretty without the hammer.
Yep. Yeah, Reds really they're making their shots. They had a couple of hiccups in the first end, but they're making nice shots here. So Tate's still has hammer because he blanked. Remember, now we got RJ in the shorts. Zimmer throwing second stones, and he is, I assume, going for a double or at least trying to hit maybe the top one and get a little roll. Oh, okay, so they were going for 2. Little bit of a gamble. You definitely wanted to get the 1 there. Thanks, Gooch.
Thanks.
You'll have to get the lime later.
Oh, no lime. No umbrella, sir. You're welcome to join us if you want. Our view is fantastic from back here. I can't see anything here, and I've got to crane my neck on this screen. So I don't know if everybody's aware because I wasn't, but Gregory Dowell has been back this entire fall. The whole time I'm thinking we're patching him in from the Grand Tetons or wherever the fuck he went for 20 months. But apparently he's like, oh, dude, I've been here since the beginning of the season. I'm like, well, okay, then. And there's a whole conversation on Facebook that he just let go. He just let me keep talking like how we'd patch him in, and he just was going to show up here and be like, dude, I'm here, you dipshit.
I love a good bit, so I just ran with it.
Yeah. Made me waste all my time and energy. So Rane's building, they've got two frozen to each other in the 4-foot, and then they've got one just out of the side of the 4-foot wide. So, you know, with hammer, Tate's probably not too worried about it. He's got a whole open side to draw into. But, you know, if you're trying to build,
right here.
Yeah, Gregory, if you're trying to build an end, this is not how you build it. So
no, you'll be happy to get your 1 here, I think.
Yeah. You know, and it's early. Scotty,
they're on that sweep early. They're going to crash into the guard, it looks like.
Ooh, that does look narrow. Ooh, okay, so we're crashing here.
It's wide open now.
And nicking off. So the house is wide open, but Rane is sitting 3 with shot coming in probably to sit 4 or maybe guard the top 2. What's the shot here, Ryan?
I would guard.
I would throw the guard. I agree.
I think so, too.
If you don't like this house if you have hammer because you have nothing to work with. Only the stones you're about to throw to work with. So if they get a good guard here, you have...
No, hammer's definitely going to be fighting just to score their 1 here.
So if he hasn't said anything else.
Okay, you saw it. I always go when
it's out there. Here it comes.
It
like
wants to curl.
Gonna give it a little tap back, it looks like.
Yeah.
I don't hate this.
I mean, it's deep, but
He's
now,
got three locked
Tate's
in.
got a lot of granite to move right now, and these stones are new, but they're not Ilsa Craig. They're not flying all over the place, but
They're not Briar stones.
you know, Tate and Scotty can probably throw up enough weight to move a lot of granite, but the guard, like, you know, the funny thing is, like, I feel like Americans versus Canadians don't take the guards for granted, and they make them because they realize how important they are. And if you miss the guard, it doesn't seem like a big deal, but it can swap an end so quickly and so bad. And I feel like that's the difference between, like, house Canadian teams.
Situation's hardly better.
Yeah.
I don't hate this. He gives himself one to be able to run back. And
Well, he can't run it back. He can only pop because the red's blocking it.
It's not going to go anywhere.
And even if he hits that, he's not shot.
If you're Rane, maybe you guard shot stone here now?
Rane's shot stone is the one to the left. So if you guard it, you got to guard it well. You got to ask yourself, what's Tate's next shot? Is he going to try and race to the button now? It's probably too late to get rid of stones.
I mean, if Tate hits and rolls, right, Rane has a shot just to promote yellow-red into the covered yellow. So maybe just draw another one down behind second stone?
I think I like that. I think he's going for
maybe
the guard.
Sitting O in the nouns.
I like that, the Owen nouns. Gentlemen, would you like to guess, just tell me in your mind what nouns are, because they are our premier sponsor. It's the first premier sponsor.
They're, person, place, thing, animal. I learned this like in 4th grade English.
That is
Greg,
true.
You would think that, Gregory, but I have a feeling the WTF on there really throws it a wrench into the program.
WTF, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the house, except one of the aliens is a little suggestive in my mind, but I have a dirty mind, so.
Oh, like suggested, like there's like a dildo on his head or
I
something?
mean, where you see the broom, that alien is a little
Gentlemen,
interesting.
it is only 7:30 at night.
Oh, it's not
You
after-
might have
after
children
dark,
watching.
yeah.
Oh, my bad.
The Miller kids are probably watching, right? Because their mom's on sheet 3.
Yeah,
so.
speaking of which, so let's have this shot come in. So Rane has command of this end. Let's see how this guard is. And now that we know the audio works, let's go over to the women on sheet 3 in a second. And yes, apologize for Ixnay on the Ildo. Okay, so you know what?
Good guard.
This actually,
I
well,
like
Jam,
it.
you can't double it because
it's a hair deep. You could you triple that?
The
Matt Peterson
triple
would
is
say you
always
could.
there, but
Is it?
the odds of a club curler hitting the triple are pretty slim. Only about 70, 80%. So
Miss.
make. That's the make
Wow.
percentage around here.
Yeah.
So
This club.
Yeah, I don't know about that. So okay, now let's see if Tate. I would go for at least the double here. I know Tate's definitely more of a hit first, I would say, before draw. Is that fair? Tate, they like a clean
knowing
sheet.
him, yeah.
Yeah, Tate
He
likes
likes
a clean
to keep
sheet.
it open. Yeah.
I don't think Tate himself minds to draw, but I think he likes his team to keep it clean and not too messy. So he's going to still try and
I
clean
think
stuff up here.
their default to get themselves out of trouble is
Get rid of a
big
few
end.
stones here,
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Limit any potential
Big
steel
end.
damage.
Yeah.
And then give himself the draw to save his one if he has to.
And you know the miss here too, if he doesn't get the double, but I was going to say he could hit and roll, but that top one's too high. So let's see. Hopefully he can get rid of 2 here. And then he's got kind of control maybe of the top part of the house.
He did it. Yep.
All right. So he's moved stones around. He's opened the center for himself. It's not bad. He's not shot yet. So Rane is looking like in pretty good shape. I think they're considering, do we hit?
I think you hit, don't you? Well, then Tate hits shot.
Right, for one. I mean, the good news is if Rane plays it right, at worst case, Tate gets 1. And if Rane plays it right, he has Tate have to make a very puckery 1 against 3, draw to the button or something like that.
Yep.
So I guess let's just see this end. But I think after this, we need to give the women.
Absolutely.
We got to switch probably more efficiently. Maybe let's give them a full end, and then let's try and be switchy efficient. So if you want to switch with me, because I don't want to be the, give it crap.
It's all good. All right. No, it's tough because when I watch curling, I'm fully invested, right? I want to see every shot. So, but I don't want to short shrift either sheet because it's 2 very good games we're going to get tonight, and we should feature both of them.
Right.
It's just hard to stay up to date on everything when you're switching back.
And it's hard to leave a big end too,
right,
on both sides. So and remember too, I will say, this is the men's.
Oh no. It just went from really good to bad.
So now all Tate has to do is a nose hit for 3. So that was a massive swing, unfortunately, in momentum.
Looked like maybe a steal, a worst of force, and over curl. I mean, it was a lightweight take, and it just over curled.
Yeah, a little bumper take. So Tate for 3. For a pretty commanding lead in the second end after blanking the first end. That's they stayed patient. He got stones out of there. They moved stuff around. A mistake was made, and they're capitalizing it.
And it's club curling, right?
That's
going to happen. You're going to get these opportunities.
And I will say at this level, Rane's obviously been here in competitive curling 100 times. Tate's obviously always one of our most competitive curlers.
Shots wide.
This does look wide.
This is a flash.
I think Tate's going to get 1. Oh.
He will get his 1. Yep.
Okay. So Tate gets 1, so that was a huge kind of missed opportunity on both sides.
Two missed shots on the final stones from the skip.
Yeah. You know what that says, Gregory, though? As much as this is just another game, it's for the club championship. You know what I mean? And those are nerve-wracking shots, and you really have to calm the nerves, and you can tell yourself it's not a big deal, but everyone wants their name immortalized on that trophy. Like, to all of us nerds, it's a big deal.
Even on Wednesday night, when I'm getting in the hack to throw a hammer and I'm shooting against a few, it's hard to calm the nerves. Yeah, and Wednesday is Gary League, so it's just a fun league.
Right, so now we're back to the women, and we're going to do a full introduction to them now. But remember, McGregor had hammer in the first, got her 2. So Yapel has hammer in this end, and it looks like Haley is... it looks like yellow is sitting 2. Haley's sitting 3. Team Yapel's sitting the 3rd. And then yellow's the 4th. So I assume Haley might I'm guessing she's going to do an inside hit here and just try and roll over. Maybe she pops that yellow a little, but I would think if she just hides under her red a little.
So like that, yeah.
Yeah, because I think this is her first shot. If it's her second, and then apologies. So here she goes. And Haley Yapel and her team have been just a force to be reckoned with in Chicago Curling Club curling. Like there's a couple really good teams, but Haley is always among the best of them. So inside hit, nice pop. She moved it enough. Haley is sitting 1-2. Team Yapel is sitting 1-2. That was a fantastic shot. That was her first stone. So now we have Team McGregor looking at what they do. So Gregory, it's either, I would say, the draw down where maybe that overhanging red is kind of
freeze on the back
backing to sit 1, or you can try and minimize damage
and get lucky and maybe
go for the double. But if you do that, is the risk reward there? Because you've got your yellows back there too. I think a lot could go wrong there, and if you hit it, your shooter is so high, I don't think that shooter would be shot. So it feels like this is a draw underneath the red. Maybe bring it to the tee, if you freeze on the
Freeze on the
lower
back is
red,
a fine result.
you're
forcing it.
You're forcing one, right? So all right, so here comes Leslie. Assuming just drawing down, a nice, easy draw. There is overhang, but I think there is backing there. So this is Leslie McGregor. Leslie has been a competitive curler. They are sweeping. They did get off for a second. I think
it's okay.
I think the weight's okay. Ooh, it looks.
It's gonna tick,
though. It does tick.
It's still
It
1-2.
is shot.
Hit for 3.
Yeah. Yeah, unless, that red is definitely out counting that bottom yellow, isn't it? So now we have Yapel hitting, so very similar situation to Tate, hitting open for 3. She just has to hit, inside the nose and force it out back left to avoid any other stone so it doesn't jam on the yellow or anything. And then she should be getting her 3. Team Yapel is Haley Yapel at skip, Sarah Guam at vice, Kaylee Meyer at second, and Carrie Myers at lead.
There's a lot of
They're
yelling
sweeping
here at the
hard.
club.
They're sweeping hard.
Is it going to stick around?
Oh, she might pop the other yellow. Okay.
Gets her 2.
Okay. So,
I mean, as well as those takeouts on the center line, sometimes they just go real
they
fast.
swing.
And
yet you just don't know. So Team Yapel ties the game. Nice shot, Haley. I know you wanted to keep the third, but nice shot to be sitting 2. So Team Yapel again is Haley Yapel, Sarah Guam at third, Kaylee Meyer at second, and Carrie Myers at lead. I don't know if I've ever seen Haley Yapel play doubles, but I will say Sarah Guam, Kaylee Meyer, and Carrie Myers are 3 of the best doubles players in the club, bar none. I'm always terrified when I'm playing them. They are playing Team McGregor, skipped by Leslie McGregor. Third or vice is Kelly Zahn. Hey, Kelly, I haven't talked to you in a while. I hope you're well. Talk to you after the game. You got Jennifer Hoke at second and Kimberly Wapola, or Kim Wapola, at lead. So those are our teams. Lead stones coming in from Team McGregor. That'd be Kim Wapola.
Those were.
I'm sorry, that was Carrie Myers still.
Yeah,
that was Carrie Myers. So she throws a 2. That's fine. So it looks to be pretty close or on the center line. Nice shot, Carrie.
So yellow still to hang their score here from the second end.
Yeah, they just started this end. And it reminds me of a vice who's very slow at hanging tiles up on the board.
I'm just asking because I missed it. Is this a 4-0 game?
No, it's 2-2.
2-2.
Yeah,
2-2.
Yapel had a hit for 3, and she unfortunately rolled.
Right. And did you see on the Tobkin sheet, Rane was building a big defensive end, then messed something up. Tate had a shot for 3 and actually flashed it and got 1.
I missed that. I was getting candy canes from the back room for a snack.
Yeah.
Yes. Early on in the game, you got to have good snacks.
That is important.
All right, so yellow drew in. They're behind the tee, though, so this sets up for Yapel to come down to it.
So Carrie Myers with her second stone. Like Gregory said, I think this is probably either a freeze down on the inside nose.
Looks like it's going to
It is
tap
crashing.
on its...
Okay, so that
But it opens up shots.
it definitely opens it up.
pretty conservative here, throwing up a guard. I wondered if maybe she tried behind and sit 2 in the house.
Yeah, that helps Team McGregor big time. McGregor has hammer again, and that literally is 2 nice corner guards there with a middle open.
Yeah, and they're pretty high up, so they'd be hard to run back into the house. So
Looks like she wants to throw a guard, but also have it touching the 12, so she's got 2 in. I like that call here.
Throwing.
It's conservative, but she'll still be sitting 2.
with hammer, I think
Yes.
it's the right call.
Oh, absolutely. Especially since you have 2 corner guards. I don't think you need to throw any more guards at this point. I think that was a gift, and you take full advantage of it. If you can tuck this down left and just make sure it's not easily doubleable, this one looks like it's going to just freeze down on the original.
Little tap there, yep,
Yeah.
down to it.
So the double is there, but you got to move a lot of granite. So a nose or just an inside nose should spill them both. So firing now for Team Yapel should be Kaylee Meyer, their second. That is definitely Kaylee. She's coming in. She's bringing weight.
Yeah.
Okay, they are sweeping early. They're sweeping vigorously. It looks like it's going to clear the guard. Is it going to be... Okay, so kind of jammed a little too much. Needed to be inside nose to the left, and it was outside nose, so it just kind of jammed one yellow to the next.
Try again with the guard.
Got rid of one. Not a terrible miss, but a little missed opportunity, but that's club curling for you.
In the men's house, Tate is sitting 2. Rane is going for a double to take them both out, and they would be sitting 2 if they connect.
Do you want to flip over real quick for the shot?
Too many mouses.
So we've got Jennifer Hope firing on this sheet. We've got an interesting situation here. So this is Mike Rane for the hit to sit 2 pretty spread out. And Rane does have hammer. So this would be, if he could just hit it nose, he's good. He's got it nose. So let's flip back to the ladies, shall we? Shall we be aggressive here? All right. So we've got Team McGregor sitting 2 right now. We've got, it looks like Kaylee
Throwing the hit again.
Another hit, right?
A little more space separation.
Yeah. This one she can hit basically a half on either side.
It's over curling again, though.
Yeah, a half will be fine though. Nice shot, Kaylee. So the good news about that one, either side it would have gone because of the separation. So great shot, Kaylee.
And it was thrown at a good weight. Like one of my pet peeves. I went away for 20 months and all I did was watch you all curl here. And it's fun watching the really good professionals, but it's even more fun watching club curlers because you see people playing a strategy that on shots they can't hit. And then they come with too much weight on a bunch of takes and they spill out. They're useless. So that's a good weight take. And it's very a pet peeve of mine is throwing shots that like think the strategy through before you come with that much weight.
Now, on your Aaron Rodgers curling retreat, were you watching curling all 20 of the months, or did you take breaks for summer, or were you watching reruns?
and did you take
and going
ayahuasca?
through the strategy?
So it was very lonely Sunday through Thursday during winter. So about this time I was watching every night of the week. But otherwise, I was out hiking, camping, backpacking. But during the winter, since I kind of curl, I watched the curling.
So we've got Team Yapel sitting nice. She's got one buried without hammer, but she's got her own stone on the wing protecting herself. So that, to me, is good insurance against any sort of big end. I assume she is going to split the house here and just make it tough for Leslie and shrink that scoring circle big time here.
It's going to be open, but
yeah, it didn't curl much, did it? From what I'm seeing, gentlemen, the ice appears to be curling more right towards the infamous sun wall than away. The away curl or to the left from this perspective coming down does not look like it's curling much, whereas going right, it looks like they're sweeping a lot and they're crashing. So I suspect we're getting more curl to the right than left. I could have said that in 3 words, but I said it in 14 paragraphs.
We are getting paid by the word, though. So
that is true. And I've made $100,000, and you guys have made 10 cents. All right, so this looks like a freeze or sit.
They can get it there. It will be nice. Little space. I think they can.
Little space.
I think they can kick it out without. Yeah. And a little roll over.
Yeah, I mean, the good news is it's going to be...
She's calling for backline.
Yeah, backline. You've got to be... It looks like it's fully there, but you've got to have a nice... You got to hit inside nose and just kind of pop it out, you know? You don't, like you said, you don't need heavy takes. I think doubles really teaches you to be like, you don't have to get rid of it. That if they're behind the tee, that's your backboard. Yeah. Like, let that shit sit there. Let that stuff sit there all day long. Sorry,
use
kids.
it. I believe we've cleared the FCC time of 8 p.m.
Oh, okay.
And this can now be an adult broadcast.
This just went to TVMA, huh? Oh, I think they've jammed it.
They are jamming on that one. And that was the risk. That was the risk. That side, we know it's not curling as much to the left, or at least that's what I'm telling myself now.
We can tell ourselves that because we don't have to call the shot.
Right. It's really fun to be here, telling people what we would do and how we would make the shots.
Knowing full well all of these players out there would smoke me any day of the week.
They'd smoke all of us. We're sitting here for a reason, gentlemen.
I only play the fun league, so.
I'd like to say I was in the A League this year, and next year we will once again be in the B League. So not only do we not make the playdowns to the final championships,
you're relegated.
We also got relegated. So, but I'm looking forward to hanging out with all my old B bombers and B. Speaking of which, when we cut over, we'll talk about that rivalry. Rane, this is the first team, is a B team to make it to the finals in the new playdown system.
But it shows you just how competitive the men's league is.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, so this one's a little light too.
Can I get under?
As long as they're shot. Okay, so I like this. So that was probably the call. You can't get both now.
No.
Well, I guess you actually could, but
it'd be
you'd have to hit. You'd have to wick the top yellow with the red. Then it's probably not worth it. So if you're Team Yapel, you've got McGregor, 2 good shots, I believe sitting 2.
Let's take a closer look. Keep grabbing the wrong damn nose.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. You've got all these angles. Oh, no. Okay.
Definitely 2.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Okay, so yellow's sitting 2. So what's red's shot here?
What do you think that they're discussing in the house here?
I mean, that broom.
Probably what shot they want to throw.
That broom looks like they're going to promote their red. Yeah.
Yes. You know, if you promote the red,
would this
and
not be a good time to discuss War and Peace, or are you pretty confident they're discussing what shot to go with?
I could talk War and Peace. I read 3/4 of it, but that was 25 years ago. So
what was wrong with the other quarter?
I think it was long.
Yeah. Which quarter did you skip?
The end.
If I skipped quarter,
I should have skipped the middle and just read the end. You're right.
Which quarter should you have skipped? the like 25 to 50%, or 50 to 75?
The best part of a book to skip would probably be somewhere in the middle, I guess. I don't know.
That's what Cliff's Notes were for, right?
That's true.
Now it's over curling again. Look, that direction is curling a lot.
Ooh, but she made it. She is clear, and she's tipping it back. This might be.
Ooh.
It's removable.
I think it's
removable.
wide open for.
This is just Leslie's first, though, right?
Was that Haley's
we need
first?
A stone counter.
Let's get veteran.
Is this Leslie's first or
veteran
second?
field reporter to check the information.
Yeah. Hey, Ryan, go on the ice and interview them. How do you...
Okay.
First. This is McGregor first. Okay.
You have microphone, but
We've done that before, I remember. Yeah.
We have, oh, like
We did like
another
a field mic guy.
we can mic people up. We also have a traveling microphone.
Oh shit.
Go out there and
That'd be
just
kind of
skate up
fun.
and down the
Should we
ice
do it?
while he's-
I'll do it. But then we couldn't hear each other, but I'll do it. That'd be fun. All right. So we've got McGregor's first shot. So I assume the shot here, Gregory, is just it doesn't even have to be heavy. Just
Push it back.
push it back. Push it back. Don't worry about getting rid of it.
Just get to nose.
Yeah. Just push it back. A little extra conversation here. Lester McGregor shooting.
We'll get you a score update on the men's in a second. They just finished the third.
Okay. So we'll go back to them, and then maybe we'll try, because the good news is they're staggered.
They're off, yeah.
So we'll kind of get to do the end of each
Yes.
round. So that'll be good. Okay, so here comes the stone. She's just trying to push that red back. She's got to get it
Way out
and not
there.
mess with that yellow.
It's gonna go out. They're fine.
No, she's
Where's
got
gonna-
it.
Where's
She's
gonna
got
roll?
it.
Where's the roll? That's a great roll.
That's a great shot. Sitting three. So McGregor's.
Top stones are almost even. There's
Yeah.
no double.
Yeah, because look at the top guard. There's a guard
Yeah.
guarding the shot one and shot two. They do have one, and they have one buried on the under the red guard as well.
I think you
Gregory,
gotta
they're in
do-
good shape.
You got to do damage control, right? And maybe come freeze on the back yellow.
Yeah, and Leslie has one more stone.
Yeah.
So damage control is draw and hope you freeze it
the
into
back.
that yellow.
Yeah.
And if you're a hair high, I'm talking 3 inches high, you should be okay.
You're right. Yeah, because they
But
can't.
the freeze is ideal where hopefully they can't even get rid of it.
Yeah. And then you force
You force one or maybe you give up two.
two.
But this is the
Touchy shot.
side, Gregory, that's been curling a lot. Like you said, the center line is I never want to play with a center line. Is it going to hang? Is it going to shoot immediately over? The center line is always Mr. Scary.
I always tell my shooters when I'm sweeping for them and they're on the center line, I'm going to start sweeping immediately. Just call me off as soon
Right.
as we know.
Right.
Oh, it's way out there though.
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't look heavy enough to me.
Here it comes. There
we go. This could be really good. It's gonna move it back.
It's gonna push it a little.
Okay. Oh,
Unfortunate.
really
little
good
heavy.
effort. Really good effort. She was just a scotch,
Is it a hit for
as Ryan
four?
Mickleshaw always used to say. A scotch heavy.
It looks like a hit for four.
No.
Three certainly.
That red stone on the side, this is a hit for 3, maybe 4. But if Leslie,
I think a nice nose hit here, and she gets 4. That could really change the game.
so she's got to know that. Oh, she's coming on the slow curl side. She's still on the center line. I'm with Gregory. These are kind of butt clinchers.
The packed house is quiet, so it's a close shot.
Yeah.
The crowd starts to murmur.
Oh, she's sweeping.
It's over curling.
No, that's clear. I think she's got it.
And the crowd
Nice
goes
shot.
wild.
Nice shot.
Let's see what it's for. They're looking.
Okay, 1. Oh, Gregory, switch the angle if you can.
Gotta find the right fucking mouse.
It looks close. Are they going to have to measure?
I mean, if you're not for sure, I would definitely. It's for 4.
So that was
Oh,
for guaranteed 3,
From
correct?
here,
I think it's 3.
From here, it looks like 4. It looks
No,
like,
I think it's
I think it's 4 bananas.
4 bananas.
4 bananas, yeah.
We'll see how.
All right, so the biter bar's coming up. So it's McGregor for either 3 or 4. So she's going to be up either 5-2 or 6-2. Why don't we?
The update
Why
on the
don't we
men's
go
is-
back to the men because we'll give you the score. I don't like.
The men's
looking at the-
game is tied here, 1-1 going into the 4th end.
Okay.
Playing it
Each
clean.
team
So Rane
getting their 1.
Rane
Empty
pops
house.
the yellow out. Okay, so Rane's keeping a clean house. So this is probably going to be a low-scoring first half to this game, guys.
I mean, it's a little early to want to keep the even, so he'll probably force or blank again if that's what it comes down to.
Now, if you're Rane, obviously Mike Rane himself is probably, and even Blazer, like they're not the underdogs. They've been curling longer than Tate. They did come out of the B League. They have newer curlers up front. But Matt Sherry is subbing for Andy Sharon, who sadly couldn't be here. But his name will go on the trophy, and congratulations, Andrew, for getting there. I still think you shouldn't have gone to Vegas.
And an update from sheet 3, just to prove that Randall doesn't know what he's talking about. It was clearly 4 for McGregor to take the 6-2 lead.
6-2, wow. So McGregor gets 4. Thank you, Ryan, for checking. Thank you for stealing my credibility.
He's who's the lady who gives the updates during the Briar? That's who you are
saw
for
Stevens.
us. Thanks for all the updates, Steven.
Yeah, Steven,
I'm
we
the
love
audio
you.
mixer guy. I have no idea what I'm doing.
So when I'm out on the ice, I always ask, WWSCD, what would Stephen Coberly do? On any shot I have, it's always WWSCD.
And we should not forget to mention all of our sponsors. Tonight's 4th end of the men's league is brought to you by Cobra Airs for all of your curling travel needs.
I think Buzz is still getting work done.
So now that we kind of have a boring Blankian, so Gregory has defined nouns as objects, things. A house is a noun. Your mustache is a noun, a very prominent noun at that. What about you, Ryan Mickelshaw?
Well, I'll be honest with you, Randall. Before tonight, I had no idea what exactly nouns WTF was.
Or how it relates to space aliens, right? Is there a connection?
Oh, there's definitely a connection.
Or isn't there? I mean, we do have...
Have I been missing the clues all season? Is there stuff out there?
I believe...
There is a secret Easter egg buried, yes.
All right, the men are keeping it clean. It looks like it'll be a blank.
Clean and fast.
And apparently one of the aliens is phallic in nature.
It depends
adding to the mystery.
It depends on where your mind is, and mine is 99% of the time in the gutter.
You were alone for 20 months and
the
watching
woods.
curling.
And he was
So
already
you say.
kind of creepy anyway, so...
It's fair. I can't defend myself against any of that.
All right, we're getting the thumbs up from Coberly. The audio is decent. So nouns, gentlemen, WTF, which is a great ending to any website. Nouns is a decentralized autonomous organization, whereas one noun is created every day, eternally, in perpetuity. Nice shot, by the way, Team Tate. That was a great shot. That is the only place you could put a shot where it's a little cringeworthy, where it could flip it where he cannot blank. So great shot to try and force here, or maybe even get one.
Yeah. I mean,
oh shit! Yeah, because Tate has hammer now. Okay,
he's set up
so
as
that's
2 or a blank.
Great shot by. And was that Tate's first, or was that Scott?
I think it was
We
earlier.
can't see those goals.
It was. Well, I think Rane's going to throw his first, so it would have been his third. Scott's second, I think.
Okay, so Rane still has.
Rane is delivering the first of
Rane's
Skip's
delivering
rocks.
first Skip
Yes.
rock.
But so it's creating now. I those words you used made no sense to me.
That's what Adam Miller said. One of the funniest things ever to me. We for way before nouns came, we were talking crypto, and I think we were even talking NFTs. And I explained to him in a doubles match, broom stacking, what NFTs were, and he goes, Randall, you spoke a lot of words, and some of those words individually I understood, but together they made no sense. And
That's
I was
exactly
like,
what
what a
happened.
beautiful way for an English teacher to tell me
I just had the same.
what are you talking about?
Same thing.
So
I think your explanation has led me to...
It was a great take.
Of the explanation
Nice shot, Rand.
has led me to say nouns, WTF, Randall.
So you're saying WTF to me to explain what nouns are.
These are not tangible things, though.
They are NFTs. They are on-chain NFTs on the Ethereum blockchain.
How much energy are they using to make these?
Ethereum is proof of stake, virtually zero.
Okay.
Yeah, Bitcoin uses energy, but Bitcoin, remember, is mostly renewables now because all miners, to be profitable, have to go to more renewable sources of energy. But that's Bitcoin. Ethereum is now proof of stake, where all you have to do is stake Ethereum, and that's what validates the network. The energy requirements are like just a computer being on.
I don't remember this part of the simulation, but it's getting interesting.
It's getting.
Did you eat the blue pill tonight or the red pill, Randall?
Well, because we have this podcast and we're commentating, I took the red pill to go up, but I will take the blue pill before I go to sleep because me and Elvis are kind of on the same kind of pill schedule, if you will. But thank you for asking. And I'm not addicted yet, but I do have a really weird tick.
So, I mean, there's two options here. He hits, gives up the blank, or he tries to freeze and forces. But we all know the freezes are difficult. He could end up opening it up for a 2 for Tate.
Is there any way? No, the answer is no, because it's on the side. I was thinking, is there any way to tick it and slide it in, like hit it just inside the nose where it literally grabs the corner of the house and then the other one just grabs? Is it possible?
Seems unlikely.
Okay, so blank is what you're saying.
I think he's coming big weight.
That one's not
Now,
in.
Gregory, I feel like your reaction there was a bit harsh to Randall. Randall spoke so eloquently and poetically about trying to get potentially 2, and you shut him down quickly with a not likely.
You know,
It stung. I'm not
man
gonna
of
lie.
few
It stung.
words. A man of few
I'm just
words.
very practical, realist.
I think when it's on the side like that, there's not much you can do because the angle, you have to hit it high to knock it down, but you also have to get the other one in. I think it's an impossibility unless you get some weird like grab spin.
Correct.
But you're not going to get enough spin on that shot anyway. Okay, let's.
Playing for the blank.
So he went through. Tate is going to try and draw one more in.
No, this is Tate's second. This is for the blank.
This is final skips rock here.
Oh, got it. I didn't realize Rane's. I thought Rane's went through. So Rane hit. Okay.
I don't think this is gonna blank though. This is a hit for
No,
one.
this is gonna. So Tate's gonna get one. Okay. So
not ideal,
And
but
no.
quickly over to the women's for an update.
Yeah, and you know, good job, Rane. That's good defense. You know, like I will say, at being in the B League a lot, that I want to see Tate's team win because Tate and I think a lot of those guys deserve it. But when a B Bomber team is in the finals, even though it's Mike Rane, who's not really a B guy, it's kind of exciting to root for the underdog, you know?
absolutely.
And
Okay.
on the women's side of things, we've got Yapel
Busy
sitting
house.
2, but it looks like McGregor's drawing in here. Open draw. She's got a little bit of backing there. Just trying to catch the 4-foot.
Yeah, so Yapel's going to have to be very aggressive now with her shot making because of the 4-ender.
Changes your strategy.
Yeah, you gotta, you're hoping, you're still not super late in the game, but you probably want to get 2 here, right?
Well, and Leslie's not going to make any mistakes. She's got 2 guards up there, center guards. She's got the draw here.
She's gonna force them to make.
Yeah,
She's going to force her to make her
spectacular
shots. Yeah.
Stones in the house.
Unfortunately, that's her vice through one.
Well, it is
okay.
shot
Got a
2.
freeze on it, and it is hard to get rid of there, but
It is shot 2, and it does take away the back red.
Big
For
end,
now.
yes.
It takes away the back red.
If it's still sitting there on Haley's last, she'll try to.
It'll be popped, yeah. Or she'll go for the pop. So I think the ladies are and the men are figuring out the ice. They're figuring out the curl. Everyone's settling into their games. But Yapel's she's gotta try and get 2 here.
Admittedly, when my team goes down 4, I lose interest very quickly.
Is that when you start drinking, Gregory, or do you usually wait until later in the game?
I usually show up drinking. and my team probably can tell by the way I throw.
So Team Yapel bumps one up. I don't think that is
I
shot 2.
No, I agree. I think yellow's still sitting 2.
Red is
Yeah.
1, 3, 4.
Yeah, I mean, the yellow can still be popped, but now that red takes a clean yellow pop, it'd have to be a very touchy backline draw to just yeah.
Looks like Leslie's going to
move
try
it
out
back.
the fresh side
Just
here.
move it back.
Haven't seen many draws come down this way, so it'll be interesting to see if they can pick the lineup this quickly.
Yeah, you're right. Nobody's come super wide from that right side yet. So they're trying to go top 4.
And if she gets
just
buried,
If she pulls this shot off, yeah, that's going to be a tough one.
Because they got those frozen center guards. Wow.
Unless they're dialed, right?
Are those the types of shots you would dream about?
And then you could.
in your 20-month
We
cave sequestering.
this is probably inappropriate, not the right place to talk about my fucked up dreams. So it's never about curling shots. I had 2 decent enough shots on Sunday. I was happy with. So what day? Yeah, Sunday.
Are you going to submit them for a shot of the week?
I took a photo of the protocol and how to do it. I at least one of them. Yes.
All right. This looks like it is
A third center guard.
It is, yes.
A very-
Looks like a little lighter than
So it's
anticipated.
It's a 2 guard. Maybe they're guarding.
As you mentioned, it was the fresh side.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what you didn't want to leave there though was a T line in off for the
Yes.
red. So light was fine.
Yeah. So Yapel is 1. Let's go to the overhead for 1 second, Greg. Let's just see. I'm guessing Yapel. Right. So Yapel 1, 3, 4. 1. I'm sorry. 1, 3, 4, 5. 1, 3, 4.
1, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Just keep adding.
I'm
things
adding
up.
1, 3,
It's
4,
fine,
5, 6.
Randall.
So she has 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. She just has to get rid of 2 to be a 9-ender. Don't listen to me.
This weight. It's close. I don't know. Is it going to crash?
Ooh,
No,
she's
okay.
putting weight on it. She's past the top one. Oh!
She's by.
Nice.
Hair deep, but
Hair
counting.
deep, but they got it past. Great sweeping job from team
And you can hear the
Yapel from
the
Meyer
hundreds
and
of
Myers.
people here in attendance
The Canadians
applauding.
in the front row, they're really enjoying the women's game.
I agree, and I've seen some money changing hands over there.
Oh, we
It
love when they're betting on it.
Sounds like the
What was the
Canadians
what was
came
the,
to have a good time.
What was the opening line for these matches? Are we allowed to talk about that? Does it
I
exist? Who's in charge of that?
Of what?
Probably Kevin.
the
The gambling on the club games.
Oh, that's
Was
right. Gambling's illegal at Bushwood, sir, and I never slice.
All right, so let's see if they can follow him down. That's the call.
So okay, so they know the line.
Oh my gosh.
That feels.
Quarter, 8 minutes left and it's on 2-2? Yes. Oh my god. And it's basketball? Oh, it's women, so they've only played 4 minutes.
Everybody's there.
All right, so we've got Leslie coming down. You know, we've got Team Yapel sitting 2. Idiots. And
I hope Kevin's not on there.
we got Team Yapel sitting 2. But McGregor does have a clean pass. She knows the line. Oh!
Looks really good.
And she's through. So now is it light enough? Okay, she popped her back. But,
She can do the same.
I think Yapel might be able to pop that on the inside for 3. Yeah.
But this is just her first, so.
Right, for sitting 3.
You know what? The professionals have people in their ear telling them all this stuff, right?
Right.
We got to keep track of it all.
Well, my neck is torqued because Ryan and Gregory are actually watching, at least they're trying to watch a game from the back of the club. I'm like on the side of the table, craning my neck to the screen now. No. And because the screen is what's aligned with what you spectators, and we have, this is amazing to see, and now, and you'll love this, we have 30,000 streams right now. So our numbers are absolutely off the charts. Yeah, so we're at
you're only off by,
31,000.
we just lost a viewer.
All right, so we've got Yapel. She's in the hack. She is going to try and get back in this game, to try and go inside yellow with a little maybe back line weight to just pop it to the back of the 8 or to the 12. Really, all she has to do is really mid.
Sweepers are on it early.
Okay, never a good sign.
It looks out wide though, so it must be weight.
Yeah. Line's fine. They're trying to carve this.
They are.
It's come.
They need to hit it.
Go. Oh, it's light. It's light. Okay.
Still shot stone though.
Shot stone. Yapel for 1. So.
But you're in trouble now. If Leslie gets just inside of that,
yeah.
you're now getting stolen.
Yep. So. A little light there. I don't know if she was trying to just draw and not deal with that yellow and bury, or if she was trying with heavier weight to hit it out.
I mean, it's unlikely Leslie misses big time, but it's now locked and loaded. If it's open, they can come a little heavier weight, heavy draw, kick yellow back instead of ton. But
yeah.
Leslie's not unlikely to miss.
Now, locked and loaded, are these technical curling terms, or where did you pick these terms up, Gregory?
Certainly not watch. Maybe watching the Briar. I think I've heard that in the Briar once or twice.
Who's your who you really mold your commenting game after when you watch the Briar? Which one of those guys are you trying to emulate tonight,
Russ,
if you will?
Russ, for sure. Yeah.
So you've got Kelly in the house here. Great curler in her own right.
Leslie in the house.
Paul, are you watching? Hey, Paul. If I had to bet, Paul, one of the best sweepers in the club. That guy not only can hold a stone, he can make it go the other way. It's like with those. It's like when they had those illegal brooms in the pros that one year. So Leslie to shoot, Kelly in the house. They're sweeping lightly so far, so that's generally a good sign. There's communications. There are hand signals. Looks like it's coming in. Looks a little light. Okay, the girls got to go. I think they're in good shape here, though. It's got to be shot. Looks like it's just, absolutely perfect.
And again, you hear
absolutely
the thousands here in attendance going wild for another great shot.
This
from
mic ain't picking up anything. It's barely picking us up.
I mean,
let me describe the atmosphere here for everyone.
Are you high on something?
The crowd here is electric.
It is electric. It is body electric.
It is a lot of Canadian fellas are here. Obviously, curling starting tomorrow in the men's international.
Yep. So this is the championship is always the night before the men's Bonspiel. So Leslie,
they're looking at their options because I don't think they can even get inside of that for one.
Now Leslie just put a dagger in the big end that Yapel's team was building. It's a great shot. So Sarah and Haley are considering a little angled run back to pop the yellow sideways. It is there, and if they make this shot, I believe that could be, if it's made perfectly, Gregory, for 3, if not 4.
Certainly 2, likely 3, and maybe 4. Okay. It all depends on where.
Right. Yeah. Where, and is it going to pop the red out? Right. Is it going to?
What type of?
Right. So if they just pop the yellow.
They're looking at
for those of you at home, Gregory is swirling his hand.
We need a telestrator
to indicate which direction of spin the stone is going to have. For those of you at home,
we need a telestrator so I can. I've been sitting here motioning a lot, realizing that it's an audio thing, not a visual.
I'm helping the people at home,
just
so they can understand.
Right. So while they're thinking. I mean, this is a big shot, so we're going to want to come right back for sure. So the shot, again, if they make a stuff, it's probably at least 2. If it pops that back yellow back as well, that could be 3, maybe even 4 if that back red stays. So
it's an important shot.
It's a very difficult shot.
But
you have to. You're down 4.
end.
You have to go.
You're
for
giving
it.
up a steal right now.
And
so
there's no other way really to get
it.
one.
No.
The problem is they're looking. Not only is that a tough shot, they're worried about the top guard. Do you have to do guard run back to angle? I'd call it an angle raise, but it's an angle sideways raise to the yellow. I mean, this technical difficulty, let's put it this way, Jacobs might make this
Yeah, so
4 to 10% of the time. This is
it's 8 feet on an angle.
in club curling, I would call this a 2% shot. But she has to go for it,
Yeah.
and I'm
it
here
comes.
for it. So Haley's making the shot.
We're going to know before they do.
She's sliding. It's coming down. The crowd so far likes it. They are sweeping. They're on it. She's gonna move it. This could be. Oh, okay. I mean, hell of an effort.
There's a couple
Hell of an
options there.
effort.
It overcurled a bit.
So let's go back to the men. McGregor goes up, unfortunately,
there.
7-2. So this game, it was a tough shot.
We'll
this
keep you
game
updated on that. But,
getting a little out of hand.
Yeah.
I think that was Gregory's way of politely saying the 5-point deficit there is going to be a lot to come back from.
Yeah, and I if I was playing, I would be watching the other sheet for sure.
Yeah. So
How do
okay,
you
we're back
sneak
to the
your
men.
drinks onto the ice when you're down by a large number? Do you have a signal to Leo?
You know, Leo
Or
does hook
how-
me up. He just leaves them right outside the door. I try to follow the rules, keep the glass off the ice.
That's a respectable. You're a respectable man.
But who knows what's in my water bottle?
Oh, Steven's saying the warm room, the buzz and the electricity of all 300 people here can be heard and can
I
be
hope the
felt.
fire
So again,
marshal-
Randall wrong, number 2.
I hope the fire marshal's not listening because 300 people might be.
Oh, I'm sorry. I will go look at the big red markered sign, and I will reprise my number to match said number.
I mean, we do want to, thank the people who are waiting outside to get in, and are, the good people here who are rotating in and out, so they can get in on some of this, Wednesday night league action curling.
I think we're on Rane's hammer,
Okay.
and he's facing 3,
Okay.
and with no real easy way to get 1, right? Because if he hits the yellow, it gets the double. I don't think that's counting. They still think
Yeah, so Rane, this is a nasty spot because the shot stone is not gettable. Not only does yellow might even have a biter on the outside. That's terrifying. Like, honestly, if I was Rane,
you can't tell from that.
oh yeah, let's look at that angle. So if I was Rane, I think I would draw hopefully to the button, but I think I would really just pray for the 4-foot and cut them. If I get the button and I'm shot, it's a miracle. If I give them 1, I get to play another day.
Because you're only down 2, yeah.
Right. Like, live to play another end. This is like,
But they're clearly playing for the double right here.
oh, this must be his first shot then. He would never play for the double because then he would be giving up 2. I just don't. I don't see. Ryan, can we confirm if this is...
Let's get a word in with our veteran field reporter over there on sheet 2.
Ryan Mickles-Shaw, reporting live. Okay, Rane, he's going for the double. This has got to be their first down. So he did clear the guard. He misses the double. He does have 1 in the house.
No,
That is final stone.
So even if he hits the double,
That was the last rock.
I like your call. Try to draw and give up 1 at worst.
Maybe he's been the only reason maybe he didn't do that is because this is